Well, kia ora Rotorua, and a very warm welcome back from the Christmas New Year break. Hope it was a safe and happy one for you and the rest of the family. Must say, nice to be back for 2011 as well. Stay with us. Ahead in your bulletin tonight, high school principal pays tribute to teenager. Rotorua Police fairly happy with holiday behaviour up till now, and the SPCA investigating the hanging of a kitten. Those stories and more in detail ahead tonight. Thanks for joining us. Rotorua Boys High School Principal Chris Grinter has paid tribute to teenager Bishop Thompson, who fell from a jet ski on Lake Okaraka on Saturday. He wasn't wearing a life jacket and disappeared under the water. Mr Grinter says Bishop had boarded at the school for the last 4 years and would have been expected to have taken on a significant leadership role in the school this year. He says Bishop had played in the school first 15 for the past 2 years and would have been a contender for a place in the New Zealand secondary schools team. Mr Grinter also said that Bishop had been earmarked by Bay of Plenty Rugby Union as part of their planning for the future. Detective Sergeant John Wilson said an investigation was underway into what happened on the water, and as part of that, police were door-knocking lakefront houses looking for witnesses of the accident. Rotorua Police are happy with the behaviour of most people this holiday period, but that alcohol and driving speeds remained a concern. Acting Inspector Ed Vandenbroek says investigations were underway involving people who had become victims of crime due to being intoxicated. He says this was especially the case with young people whose decision-making abilities could be seriously impaired due to alcohol. Mr Vandenbroek says that the road policing team had been disappointed also with high speeds on the open road, and he urged people to take their time as roads are still busy with holiday makers. Visitors to Rotorua were also being reminded to lock their accommodation doors and to keep valuables out of sight when parked. New warning signs are up in Kurau Park after the death of a 10-year-old boy who fell into a hot pool on Boxing Day. Rotorua's council also wants to meet with thermal park owners soon to ensure public safety at all times around geothermal reserves are being adhered to. 25 of 60 new signs commissioned by the Rotorua District Council were erected at the popular park last week, with the other 35 due to be erected this week. Rotorua District Council Parks and Recreation Manager Gary Page says the council has no control over privately owned features, but the council officers are planning to meet with geothermal attraction owners to sort out guidelines for public safety. He says there are hundreds of natural geothermal pools scattered around the Rotorua region, making it almost impossible to make all of them safe. Therefore, everyone has to be careful around them at all times. The SPCA sadly is investigating the hanging of a kitten from a tree at a Rotorua home. The kitten's owner, Gemma White, found her pet alive, but on advice from a vet had to have the kitten put down. Ms White says she absolutely was gutted, and that the incident is not the first involving someone entering her property and interfering with her pets. She now feels unsafe in her home and is staying away until she finds a new place to live. Ms White says the SPCA advised her to remove her pets from the property in case someone was targeting them. The SPCA will continue with their investigation and talk further with neighbouring properties. Rotorua District Council's popular Fish Out of Water program continues to entertain this summer with Ice Cream, Queen, Kiwiana and Dr Zeus amongst the inspirations for the fishy creations. RDC Community Arts Officer Kitty Jardin says some really great imaginations are at play this season, and that it was great to see so many locals enthusiastic about the project. Rotorua residents and visitors are being encouraged to go on the Fish Out of Water trail around the CBD and then vote for their favourite fish by filling in a form. Fish Out of Water trail brochures are available where the various fish are on display right through to the end of this month. Well, to your weather, Rotorua, certainly been a fairly good summer so far and looks to continue over the next few days as well. Tonight, fine weather, southeast breezes, overnight low, a little bit cooler, 10 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, fine apart from a little bit of morning cloud, southeast breezes, a high 22 and a low of 10. Longer range through to Wednesday, fine spells, westerly winds developing, a high 24 and a low 14. To the marine forecast, Lake Rotorua tomorrow Tuesday, southeasters rising to 15 knots in the morning, dying away at night, waves rising to around half a metre in the morning, and they should ease as well in the evening. Well, if you did miss any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again. Simply log on to our website, tvrotorua.co.nz. On the main page there, the link on the right-hand side, click on View Latest City News. Well, stay with us. Coming up after the break, Rose Honey joins me from Age Concern. We look at what's happening at Blues Feast this year and what is in January's night sky. We find out with Brian Hurren from the Rotorua Astronomy Society. City News, we continue with the first bulletin of the year right after this break.